What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Happy New Year's to you brothers out there. And I definitely know that many of you are happy to see what 2025 has in store. And I'm glad to see what it has in store for me. But some things are the same over the years. And unfortunately for Vivica Fox, it just keeps getting more dim and dim. This was a lady at one point was on top of the world. She had many opportunities financially. And then also, not only that, she basically had an opportunity romantically. And that was with 50 Cent. And sometimes women get an opportunity with a man, and that's a good man, it's a great man. And basically, once that happens, you know, they end up doing bad. And 50 Cent really wanted her, and 50 Cent told why he had to leave Vivica Fox.
Dopest thing for me, bro, was hanging out with you, you telling me what you about to do next, and then everything you said you was gonna do all happened. I'm gonna have a son. Bam. I'm gonna do this movie, this production company. Bam. I'm finna do this. Right. Bam. Everything we talked about in the room, it was like, I'm like, okay. It gave me such a like, all right, this is how you gotta get angry.
That's exactly what my experience with what's the name was like with Vivica.
Oh, with Vivica.
She thought I was just saying this stuff like I was overzealous. Right. But I had really the plan, like the layout. Yeah. Like, so I'm saying, and then you had the vision. And then she went off doing stuff that because she didn't believe it. Like, and then it was like it felt like the court was dragging the horse. Right. And then I had to move away from that because it felt weird. Like it's like our publicist and stuff was telling the stuff to do. Yeah. I was like, nah, this is crazy because she'd been on before me. Okay. She was making me feel like a little boy.
We all know that the outcomes were drastically different when it came to Vivica Fox and when it came to 50 Cent. 50 Cent went on to do many great things in music and even, I would say, equally or even better things in the entertainment industry or the movie industry. And let's be honest, I think 50 Cent was able to do a lot better even after Vivica Fox. What is Vivica Fox doing right now? Well, listen to this.
I can't stand when somebody tell me they spent $1,200 on a wig. Girl, now that's good for you, and that better be some good hair. The secret to a perfect hairline is making it affordable. Everyone ain't got $1,200 to spend on a wig. So that's what we aim to do at the Vivica Fox hair collection, is to think about the everyday working woman, that she can afford different styles. And then she will continue to come back. Like, I've been doing it now for 16 years, and we have some very loyal customers.
So what's your favorite wig, you'd say, from your line?
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you about this bang and pony. It comes in about 7 different styles. We've got it up in a little tie knot. We got it with the bangs. We've got it with the different styles from straight to wavy. You know, sometimes when you put on a wig, it takes effort. You be seeing them children, you got to blow dry and then the glue and then this, that, and the third. This bang and pony girl slick up them edges. Bam! Put it on. It's got the clips, everything in it. And you going to look fabulous.
Vivica Fox is selling low-cost weave bundles and wigs. Now, to be fair to her, she's been selling these wigs and hairlines, I don't know, for a long time in dusty ponytails. Hey, there you go. All right. She's been doing it for a while. But this is what she's doing. She's doing something that everybody else is doing. Everybody can sell weave bundles. Everybody can sell low budget wigs. This is what Vivica Fox is now doing while she's weaving and wigging it up, okay? Almost every female entertainer that comes out of Black America is doing some kind of business like this. Weaves, wigs, makeup, a clothing line, more weaves, more wigs. And then when you had a man that you could have distanced with that was a little bit more specialized, like 50 Cent, who he's doing something that's very difficult to do, And this is what you're resulting to do. Weaving, wigging, and sailing. Not that it's actually a bad thing, but this is where you're at. Wigs, weaves, and sandals. And why are you dealing with weaves, wigs, and sandals? Because nobody can put up with Vivica A. Fox's attitude, okay? Weaves, wigs, sandals, more weaves and wigs, okay? That's Vivica A. Fox. Vivica A. Fox also is not known. I didn't even know she had a hairline. No, I don't even think that anybody would consider her business in the top 10% of hair care products in Black America, right? But when you have the wrong attitude, you can't see an opportunity to be with a man because you want to do what you want to do. So you've done it, Vivica. Now you're single and you have a whole bunch of weaves and wigs to sell. And you won't be the only one. There will be a whole bunch of y'all, okay, with some of y'all's attitude that you will be there sitting around the table, especially on Valentine's Day, lonely, talking about what weaves, wigs, and sandals can y'all buy on the next date you get on Tinder. If you get the match. Girl, how good does this wig look? Girl, how good do these sandals look? Girl, look at all this. Talking about what a man need to do for you. He need to pay for your kids and all of that. When you look back at your life, if you wasn't so focused on those wigs and weaves and more focused on how you treat a person in your life, you wouldn't have to worry about none of that. You would be okay. Nothing wrong with wigs, nothing wrong with weaves, and nothing wrong with sandals. I think goddamn near every woman I date is wigging, weaving, and sandling up. Okay? But where is your focus on your attitude like it is on this weave and wig selling business? That's the situation. Let me tell you something about being a man. Being a man, I think this is why men have a easier time getting women in relationships. I'm gonna tell you why I think it is for men to date that are successful than women that are successful date. Number one, to be in business is a sacrifice in itself. So this is why I believe it is more easier for us by nature to make a lot more sacrifices to kind of prove ourselves. And women typically, if they're very attractive, men have to prove themselves to women and things like that. So then when you're building a business around that idea of kind of like sacrifice, we'll take one for the team, defer the gratification to kind of do that. It's kind of the same thing that you would do in a relationship with a family or woman. Like typically the man is the person that has to say, okay, I'm gonna lay the foundation down. This is not all the time, but for my wife to have this, for my kids to have this, for my legacy to have this is a sacrifice. This is not to say that women do not sacrifice. Indeed, they do. I've seen many cases of that, so don't quote me as that being all situations, but it is usually, okay? Men typically are the ones that more likely have to do the sacrifice, by nature, provide and things like that, okay? So when we get into the relationship with a woman, we're kind of already used to doing that because that's how we've gotten successful in the first place. And when you see a lot of the women of today, let's say Keke Palmer, and when they get something and they have it and they get in a relationship with a man, it's hard for them to kind of sacrifice like men have to. And, it kind of hurts them in relationships. So women are kind of focused like they're successful. Listen, all right, 50 Cent, well, like he said, you looked at him like a little boy. So you need to be doing things my way or you're going to have to go. And you're not looking at the fact that man can help you. That man has something to offer, but you believe that only you have something to offer. And then what you kind of see with somebody like Vivica Fox, she hasn't really progressed the last 20 years. The company must have not progressed. I've never heard of it. Like anybody can tell me how that company has progressed in the last 20 years, and I never heard about it before. I want to know. I've heard about 50 Cent's things though, because more willing to sacrifice. And that's why 50 Cent is so much easier for him to date and get with somebody else. And Vivica A. Fox, it's hard for people to deal with her because what do you get from dealing with her? She's only worried about her. If it ain't got a wig or a weave in it, hey, you're in trouble. So that attitude is going to keep a lot of people single. It's going to keep a lot of people by themselves. You can say men, women, but definitely, if you are not going to give somebody something, if you are going to mistreat people, get ready to suffer. And just be ready to sell all the sandals, all the weaves, all the cheap dresses. And hey, if you like it, I love it. But the guys that you want are going to move on. to somebody else of a better value, probably better than you, and then, hey, you'll be on DJ Vlad talking about how this guy is the love of your life. Well, he's not even thinking about you, and he's with somebody else. I know that you are mad, but it's not my fault. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Ashford Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Producer for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.